Diddly dee potatoes, welcome to another Fat and Irish podcast. My name is Brent and aka Irish.
And I am the almighty fat man, the prayer of fat and God above.
Did you say the bald mighty fat man or the almighty fat man?
I don't know. I think my words kind of combined for some reason.
He's the all bald mighty fat man.
I am balls deep.
Balls deep. Alright, welcome back to the podcast where we talk about random shit and you listen for an hour.
Yeah, which honestly, a lot of people we haven't really gotten any feedback as of right now. Since the first three podcasts are up, we haven't really gotten a lot of comments or stuff on the videos, but you know it's still early.
Yeah, we might get more traffic whenever we get the gameplay videos up.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we really need to work on doing that. Like,
yeah, I think it's a little bit of both of us because we're kind of nervous to start it.
Yeah, nervous to start it, and gaming is such like a huge part of YouTube. It's not even funny.
Yeah, there are so many gamer YouTubers now. I really don't want to list them all because if I do, then we'll probably have to put all of their channel links.
Yeah, I see your point, because it's kind of
because if we mention them, then we'll have to like the links in the description for the people to be like, oh yeah, I want to go check them out. Anyways,
we're not mentioning them right now. You know who they are. Most of them are very popular.
And some of them are kind of like semi-popular, like they're known in the gaming YouTube community.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to like break it down, I think like maybe 75% YouTube is gaming. It's like gaming videos and let's plays.
Well, I think it's because like Matt Pat, he said it's they're popular because they're easier to like upload and edit, and they're easier videos to do than coming up with like creative content like other YouTubers do.
Yeah, like Game Theory and I wish like the animation scene was a little bit bigger. Like the YouTube animators, I wish they were like a little bit bigger.
Well, yeah, but you know, making those animations are very hard. I mean, hell, even Dick Figures, like they had to get Kickstarter just to do the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, most of their animations are coming out of their own pocket. You know, they gotta get like the draw boards, and like the equipment, and some more people to help out.
Yeah.
And especially like since they have like jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
They're working like probably long ass hours, so they can't do the animations real fast.
Yeah. Zach. No, not Zach. Ed, Scooter, and I know one of them. Zach Keller. Okay, I was right the first time. I
thought the last name. Nick Keller.
Huh?
That was Nick Keller.
Oh, Nick Keller.
Yeah, and then it was like I forget their names.
I know one. I know one of them is named Ed, so I'm close to that. So at least I got one of them right. I don't know about the other one, but those two, they're like my favorite animators. So is Sexual Lobster.
That's because I introduced. That's because I introduced you to Dick Figures.
That's true. And Sexual Lobster, now he's my all-time favorite.
I like Sexual Lobster, but some of his things are a little bit too weird for me.
They're not weird at all.
I mean, it's just like the one thing that kind of weirds me out the most is that hairy-looking dude chick.
Oh, Randy?
Yeah. It just weirds me out. Like, is it a dude? Is it a chick? I obviously can't tell because sometimes like those type of people, like they're one or the other, but like this person's like.
I know. She has like big old tickle bitties and
Yeah,
hairy
like he's
legs
got
and
big tits and like big arms and all hairy and like has like a unibrow or something.
full lips. Yeah,
So it's like, is that man or is it a woman? Because I mean, I know there's like some people that are a man and a woman, but it's
yeah,
like they have a
hermaphrodites.
little bit more of a characteristic of one or the other.
That's true.
But it's like it's like combining a man and a woman together to make brandy, and you don't know what's what.
I personally love Sexual Lobster's weird character designs. I think I think that's kind of like his style.
Yeah, it is his style. Don't get me wrong, I love some of his stuff, like the Quest for the Man-Whore and all that.
Yeah, I
But
love I love Fernando.
some of it is just a little bit too weird for me.
I love Fernando. He's awesome.
But Dick Figures is one of my favorite because I actually started watching it a little bit before season 2 came out.
Uh-huh.
Because I in 2011 I went to see my friends in Arizona, and they brought me on to Dick Figures, and it just I laughed so hard. And then once I got home after the month I stayed there, I was like, okay, I gotta watch all of Dick, and then from the
You're like cutting out, bro.
huh?
You were cutting out.
God damn it! I'm so fucking pissed off. My internet has been complete shit today. I'm not even surprised if it cuts out, which I'm trying not to jinx it, but I'm probably jinxing it. It's probably gonna cut out on me today again because
No,
it
you're
cut
not
out
gonna.
on me like
No, you're not gonna cut out. Satan's just gonna call you down to hell for another booty call.
probably. I don't know. His calling is just so weird sometimes, and like I just have so many problems over here. First world problem.
Yeah, he doesn't like call. He doesn't call like a normal person. He just.
He literally drags me down to hell just for either like a booty call or to help me like pick fungus out of his toes. Ugh.
I know he does that to me. I'm just minding my own business. Then suddenly a hole of fire comes out on my floor, and then he grabs my pants leg and goes, "Come here, bitch!" He drags me back, and he drags me to hell. And then I get stuck torturing some dude for like 1,800 hours.
I think
At least I
the
get to
way
do the fun stuff.
the way I can tell, I think the way I can tell is like when my internet does cut out, that's when he does it. Like once I see like my internet drop, it's like, oh god, he's calling. God damn it! And then like I get just dragged down to hell.
Yeah. See, he makes you do like the piss work. Me, I get I get the awesome stuff. Like I got to torture people. I got to pull dude, I got to pull out every single one of Hitler's pubes one by one with a pair of tweezers.
And I'm pretty sure he doesn't shave, so that's
It was
just...
really furry.
I
It looked like a fucking
bet
Chia
first.
pet down there.
Hitler Chia.
Let that sink in for a while. Let that sink in.
Chia. Hitler.
Hitler Chia pet. Boom.
Like that's marketing. Oh man. But what was I saying before? Like, oh yeah, I was like telling my story about how I like got introduced to Dick Figures.
Yeah, and then we went from Dick Figures to hell, and me tweezing out Hitler's junk. Great segue.
We have weird segues. But yeah, I was in Arizona to visit friends in 2011, and they introduced me to Dick Figures. And right when I got home, I watched all of the seasons of Dick Figures.
Mm-hmm.
And and then I'm like, I've watched every single season. I even bought the movie. I love Dick Finger so much.
I bought the movie, but I wasn't really happy with it.
Yeah, I know you were. I'm a little bit unhappy about it, but because like I actually initially I thought they were doing like a backstory on Red, but
You know, that's what I thought too, because like around like season 4 or 5, something like that.
I think it
They
was
did,
4.
yeah, 4. They did that little preview where,
The first day of Cool.
yeah, first day of cool, where Red like came out of the fucking sky, crash landed on, crash landed in the school playground, and beat up like 100 bullies,
Yeah,
and then he befriends Blue, and I'm like okay, and from that preview, I was like, oh, okay, so this is gonna be like a Red backstory, which I was kind of all for,
yeah,
but
because he's the most interesting character. I mean, he floats. He's able to eat fucking dinosaurs.
yeah, oh, you know what? I totally forgot all about him. He is pretty damn interesting. It,
Yeah, I mean, he has like he can even like do like kung fu like better than any ninjas, and like he can explode mines with his own mind. He can shoot lasers out of his eyes.
yeah, and somehow has a broadsword in his car or something. I don't know.
No, that was Blue.
Oh, that was Blue. Oh yeah.
But Red is like way more interesting because it's like he's some type of alien in like human form.
Yeah, which I thought was, you know, oh, I'm gonna get back to what I think the movie should have been about. But here's what really pissed me off is that the entire movie was more about the damn raccoon than Red and Blue. That's what irritated me the most.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? We basically like heard his entire backstory from like different episodes.
Yeah,
Cause like in Bros Night Out, the raccoon he tells the story of what he says in the movie about how like he took on all the soldiers and stuff and hop on,
yeah.
and he was actually telling all the story that he actually tells in the movie, and you know we already knew about that in that episode.
Oh,
And,
I must have forgotten that episode because I.
well, that's because. That's because no one was really listening to the raccoon because, like, at the end, Red's like, "Oh, he's so cute."
Yeah.
They weren't even, like really listening to him in the first place, so I guess no one else was. But I did.
Neither was. Oh, okay.
He,
I
he even
wasn't.
talks about the Great Sword of Destiny in that episode.
Yeah, but okay, alright, I guess it's less stupid, but it's still pretty damn stupid. Uh, but it's like, why make the entire movie about the damn raccoon? It's stick figures. If you want to make the movie about the raccoon, you should have raccoon somewhere in the title. Either Raccoon the movie or Dick Figures the movie, Rise of the Raccoon or some bullshit.
Yeah, there should be at least some indication. They sort of like fake this out.
Yeah, I was really expecting like a freaking Red backstory, and I think it would have been a lot more deeper. Oh, and not to mention the whole. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to mention the part where Red and Blue have their quote unquote falling out. I
Oh
hate
yeah,
when movies do this, especially when it's like tied in from a show, because like two major characters like have an argument and they seem to be falling out, but you know, but if you're smart enough to know, like if you're over the age of 10 and know how writing works, you know that they'll get back together by the end of the movie.
yeah. It goes on in like every single show. There's always a falling out, but they always get back together. It's in every single show basically that has like best friends or boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah, uh,
There's always that falling out part, but like in reality, you know that it's just they're gonna get back together.
yeah, and with it being like forced in there, I say it really it's not forced, but to me it seemed forced because it's like, why put that in there at all? because everybody who's like an avid watcher of Dig Figures knows that they're gonna get back together before the end of the damn movie, and I just like, and when I first saw it, I was like, what's the point of this scene? There's really no point.
It's melodrama. Everyone loves melodrama.
Not me. Apparently,
you didn't hear that.
I heard nothing.
But I mean, that's the number one thing in like everywhere is everyone loves melodrama.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the shows that are showed on Teen? Well, you probably. What the? Why am I? You haven't seen shit on TV.
Hi,
in
you
like
want to
10
see my
years.
rock? It's very roomy in here.
So what I was trying to say is,
You want to meet my pet crab?
there are these shows on Teen Nick that are so melodramatic and stupid. It's like, dude, why do teens like watching this shit? It's like, do they just love being like seeing other people miserable or like being reminded of their own miserable shit? Why make shit that makes people feel bad? Why not bring some good shit and make some good shit like happy shit? I mean, Degrassi's been going on for a fucking long ass time. Someone needs to put that horse down.
I don't even know what the fuck Degrassi is, so I am happy.
It's a show that Drake got famous off of.
I know that much. But
I checked out Degrassi on IMDb, and it's like in its like I think 20-something season.
Damn, really?
I think so. I think 20th, or it's like either 12, 13, or 14. I think it started in 2000, in the year 2000.
And then it's like and then it's about to be like 15 years old then.
Yeah, because I looked it up just to see how old it was, And when I saw it, it's like, God damn, someone needs to put that fucking show on the ground. It needs to stop. But it's so goddamn popular because teens like that shit, I guess.
Teens love drama.
I don't like drama. I like drama, but I like comedy drama. It's like silly misunderstandings or.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of dramas, I watch Korean dramas.
Oh Lord, no! I knew this would come up.
And I watch Korean dramas, and I'm watching a Korean drama. I just started one like yesterday. It's called Secret Garden, but that's I'm not gonna talk about the show.
Because because I'd rather. Hey Satan, I want to trim Hitler's pubes again. I prefer that much more than listening to his things about dramas in Korea.
But the ones I watch, I actually really like because they're funny and some of them are like very mysterious and like they're romantic, and I like romantic shit.
Yeah, because you're a freaking girl, you know this.
Yes, I know. But my point is that they're not all about drama, though. There are some good parts and some happy parts. There's only like very small like drama parts when like the story asks for it,
Yeah.
But for like shows like Degrassi and like this other show that I saw is like something wizard something. I don't fucking know. It's like it's more about the drama of the teenagers than like the whole just being alive. Like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. Oh my god, I'm in love with this girl. Oh my god, I'm in love with this lesbian girl. It's like, dude, we don't give a fuck. Just, be human.
Wait, did they really do that on Degrassi?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I wouldn't know.
I don't fucking know. Because I watched a little bit of Degrassi like a few years ago just to see what all the fucking shit was about.
Uh-huh.
And it's like it wasn't even that good. Like the one episode I watched was this gay guy, like he turned into like a prostitute, I guess, or something.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this gay student turned into like a prostitute, or he was like doing sex for money or whatever. I don't know. Or he was like in a relationship with this older guy. I don't fucking know. I wasn't really fucking paying attention. And he was a good character. I didn't mind him because he was sort of silly, but he was fine with being himself. But it's like, why would you think that something like that would like really happen, or like why does it even matter? It, it's like the show has so many goddamn characters that if you try to follow it, you're not gonna like us. You're not even gonna like anyone because you're dealing with everyone's drama. Like one girl's like pregnant, or one guy's like in love with his best friend. Like this one girl loves her sister, and like I don't know, this teacher loves a student. I don't know, but
I
it's
can't
like,
believe that they let that shit on Team Nick.
well, it's from Canada.
Okay, that explains everything.
But my point is, there are so many characters going around.
Wait,
That
I'm sorry, I have to make this joke. If they can make commercials about rape whistles, then anything can happen. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
well, my point is, there are so many goddamn characters floating around. You don't really care about anyone because everyone's just going through some type drama shit. What you need is at least 3 characters, or at least one main character.
Yeah.
I mean, if you make a show with a bunch of different characters all going through different drama shit and all at the same time, it gets boring and just lame.
Okay, let me pitch in my few cents about this. Okay, I'm a writer, and having too many characters. Oh
It's
fuck!
a very bad thing.
I'm about to say something that I'm gonna regret.
Say it.
It's like having too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yes! Gotcha, bitch! Too many kicks! Too many kicks!
Well, write that down. We're coming back to that a little bit. Anyway, because I want to talk about that. But anyway, let me get done with my main point. See, if you have too many characters with too much stuff going on, no one's gonna understand because you don't focus on one character long enough. I mean, take I have like several good examples where this is done right. Take Leverage for example. 5 main characters. To me, that's like the maximum. The maximum of people you should have. Or fuck, how many were in Buffy?
In Buffy, there's Xander, Buffy,
Willow, Anya,
Angel,
Spike.
Anya.
Well, they kind of like go through. Hold on.
There's a shit ton of characters.
Buffy, Willow, Xander, Anya, Tara, Giles, Dawn. Dawn was a stupid character.
I like Dawn.
Dawn was fucking useless. She was like the Krillin of the group. Actually, no, not Krillin.
She's the Yamcha.
Yeah, she's the Yamcha. And we never actually talked about that. My little philosophy about shows. Write that down too. I need to talk about that. Sorry. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, okay? At least.
Well, there's a lot. Let's just say there's a lot of characters in Buffy, but at least they focus
like
on Buffy.
Okay, there's like 7. No wait, 8.
Oh God, we don't need the exact number.
There was like 7 at the end of the season. 7 main characters. See, my point is that each character you have to focus on each character and make us give a crap about them. If you're just throwing characters with random scenarios all over, hoping like one of them will stick to a wall, it's not going to happen because this is what's going to happen. Joe is on screen for 5 minutes. Joe's going through some shit. We're gonna cut to Susie. Susie's going through some shit. We're gonna cut to John. John's going through some shit. See, and you're just doing that in repetition, and then sometimes bringing back the character that you already shown before. We're not gonna care. You need to focus. You need to find a small group, anywhere from 3 to 7. I think 7 is your maximum. And you just need to focus on those people and develop them, man, and make us them.
That's what I like about Korean dramas, though, because they only focus on 1 or 3 people. There's either the main guy, and then the main girl, and then there's the love triangle guy that loves the girl but hates the other guy.
Yeah.
That happened. That's one of my favorite things in the Korean dramas. Boys Over Flowers or Flowers Over Boys. I can't remember why I can't. Anyways, it's one of my favorite Korean dramas, and there are 4 boys and there's 1 girl, but the main guy, the rich guy, he likes the girl, and so does his best friend likes the girl. But
can we speed this up? I want to pluck out Hitler's pubes soon.
My point is, even though there are 4 guys and 1 girl, only 2 of those guys like the girl, and the girl likes both of the guys, but ends up choosing 1. And the other 2 guys, they're basically they're the sort of the Krill and Yamcha. They're the side characters, but are still really important.
That's not the entire point of the Krill and Yamcha.
Well, I'm giving an example. God damn it.
Okay. Anyway,
I don't know what else to compare him to.
Krill and Yamcha are not characters you want to compare your characters.
Well, I don't know who else, because all I can think of when I think of side characters, I think of Krillin and Yamcha, because they're
think of Tien and Piccolo and Vegeta and Gohan. They're kind of important, but they're kind of pushed to the side a little.
Yeah, but I like Krillin.
No one. You need to go in the corner.
Anyway,
I like Krillin too. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, bam.
Huh?
Or boom, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, 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 boom.
I thought we already boomed.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
I boomed in my pants.
Oh, I was talking about. Oh, okay. Whatever.
But yeah, that's my thing of. That's why I like Korean dramas, is that even though there's a few extra characters, they only focus on 2 or 3.
Yeah. The too long to listen to portion of this is keep your characters down and actually focus on a select few and develop them and try to. I mean, not everybody's gonna like the same character, but try to make them likable, please.
Yeah, I love TV shows, but sometimes I don't really care that much about the writing. As long as it's compelling and interesting and entertaining, then I like it. But if you do something like Degrassi, it's just ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. With that out of the way, let's go on to. I guess.
I just want to say one thing.
Oh,
just one tiny little thing.
One more thing.
One more thing.
All right.
My favorite Korean drama of all fucking time has to be Rooftop Prince.
Okay, I'm glad we got that out of the way. Now, can we please move on?
Yes. But if we move on, just know that in my mind, I'm gonna be thinking about Korean dramas.
You think about Korean dramas? I have pubes to pluck. Yes, I am running with this joke for the entire podcast. Fuck you. It's funny. Anyway.
Ow, I hit myself.
Anyway, let's talk about Too Many Cooks. That was by far the weirdest shit you sent me this month.
I honestly I didn't see it until like I heard about it on Facebook.
Yeah.
I think it was like Smosh or someone like posted about it, and I went to watch the video, and when I watched it, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Me too. I like heard a whole bunch of like about it. I know critic made
La
like a
hoopla,
yeah.
hoopla,
Shut up.
hoopla.
I am gonna eat you.
You just need to throw a brick.
Yeah, I need to throw a brick at you. Yeah. Anyway, fuck. Now I lost my train of thought. You asshole.
Too many cooks.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, when I heard about it, well, I didn't really hear about it. I mean, there was like a couple of the stuff I've seen, made some references. Like one of the critics' reviews made a reference to Too Many Cooks,
Oh yeah.
and and then you actually showed me the video, and at first I was like, okay, I get it. There's Too Many Cooks. It's a parody of like all the 70s and 80s sitcom openings. And I was like, okay, I get it. There's too many people named Cook.
Too many cooks.
There's too many cooks in here. And then it threw me a curveball. Like, what really got my attention back was the shirtless fireman sitting at the table.
Yeah, I gotta figure dude probably like boing.
Yeah, I was like, I remember I sent you a text that said, I don't know why there's a shirtless fireman in here, but my boner doesn't care.
That's something like CinemaSins would say.
Yeah.
Like the boner strong with this one.
Yeah, then it turned into a cop drama, and then went back to a sitcom. And what I thought was really funny was that they did some fourth wall breakage, and there was like Jeffrey Dahmer. There was like this serial killer that like killed and ate people. And
Yeah, like he was like a serial killer.
he was like Jeffrey Dahmer, and he was chasing this bitch. And while he was chasing the bitch, her name was on her chest, and the name was on her as she was running.
Yeah,
It,
like she broke like the fourth wall sort of,
yeah,
and like her name was just like captioned there for all time. It was like glowing and shit,
yeah,
and she like ran and ran, and like she like ran through like the studio and people standing still with their names on them.
yeah.
And like she went up to the bedroom and like she was hiding in the closet, and the guy gets there and he sees her name glowing.
And he sees her name glowing, and like the song is playing inside the closet. I'm like, really? I was like, really?
Yeah, that.
And what was funny is that whenever his name was like popping up, it would be like blurred and staticky.
Yeah, like it got like really weird and dark.
And then and then later, um like towards the end, it goes to like this sitcom writer who's hospitalized, and he has like the glowing name on him, and he's like in a coma, and it was like he has enteritis. We need to find a cure right away, otherwise it's gonna spread. And then one of the doctors out working on him, he was smiling, looking at the camera, and he had a name on it, and he had his name on him, and I'm like, and then I
Like
forgot
he
what,
did.
yeah, I forgot what happened at the end. Like I know, like all of them were in like this giant ass room, and then
Yeah, at the end, it actually like starts the show finally,
yeah,
and then like everyone that was like in the intro was there,
yeah,
and they were all talking and stuff. The dad or whatever comes in, and then he says something, and there's like a laugh track, and then like it does
to
the
be
credits.
continued.
Yeah, to be continued.
And then ending credits. Thank God the ending credits was that song's the opening. They just kind of like gunned through the ending credits. I was like, oh, thank God. Because if they went through the entire ending credits, it would have been like twice as long. possibly.
Yeah. But
It,
what's funny is like everyone that was in that, they were all just people like extras and people that like they took off the street, and those were all of their real names too.
oh, really?
Yeah, all the names you see, those are their real names.
That's cool.
Yeah, so like
I
they
thought that
got
was
like extras and just people off the street and just be like, and then they just like were like,
hey,
hey,
it's
we
like,
want
hey,
you guys
just
to do
stand in
this.
front of this camera and smile and wave.
Exactly.
That's all you
But
gotta
this
do.
the serial killer was my favorite part because once you saw him, it just got like really creepy, like really fast.
Yeah, I
But
mean, yeah,
one thing I thought was like really fucking hilarious was when like the names were actually like the names were people, and then the people were the names.
yeah,
They were all like, ah, ah, and like they were horizontal, like in front of the things. It was just,
yeah,
if you were on drugs, that's what you would see.
yeah, exactly. Actually, it would have been a lot scarier with drugs, in my opinion,
But
especially towards the end.
I bet a lot of like drunk and high people that were watching that when Adult Swim aired it, I bet they like lost their shit.
Yeah, I bet they're still hiding in the closet right now.
They're hiding in the closet just rocking the phone, singing "Too Many Cooks."
Shut
they're,
Shut
just,
up!
they're just singing the song while rocking themselves.
Oh God.
They've gone fetal.
Okay. All right, let's move on.
Oh man.
Alrighty. Okay. Also, we mentioned like Yamcha and Krillin. So I made like this formula where like any TV show has a Krillin and a Yamcha. I mentioned Buffy before. And here's the prime example. See, a Krillin is a character that is pretty much the punching bag, and it's pretty much like the comic relief punching bag. Uh, Xander is the Krillin because he gets like attacked a lot by the demons and shit.
Yeah, he gets really fucked up.
Yeah, he gets attacked a lot, and half the time is funny, and there's like this one part in season 7 where it's not funny. If you guys seen Buffy, you know what I'm talking about. But Dawn, oh my god, Dawn, she's the Yamcha. Yamcha is the character that literally that had a purpose at one point in the series, but
Once that purpose was gone, she basically turned into a useless bitch. She was basically like a mule that would like carry all the weapons or like help with like very like just very.
You cut out again. Repeat that.
God fucking damn it!
Calm down. Calm your titties.
I'm just so pissed.
Shh.
I need a muffin. I don't have any muffins.
Calm down.
I'm
Calm
gonna
down.
kill people.
Calm down. If I was there, I'd give him a hug.
I need one. I just today has just been a sucky day for me.
Well, hopefully I made it a little bit better with the
Yeah, I mean
podcast.
the podcast is fun, and I really enjoy talking to my to the peeps, to the audience.
Alright, so repeat what you were saying.
I said Dawn was basically like the mule of Buffy. She like just helped with like weapons and just bringing stuff that they needed.
Yeah,
They tried to make her useful, but it was just like they could have easily replaced her with a monkey.
pretty much. Because this might sound heartless, but they should have just killed her off at season 5.
Yeah, instead of killing Buffy, they really should have just killed Dawn. But then again, the guy was like, he thought it was like the last,
yeah,
the last season.
yeah, it was the last. it was technically the last season on that network before they got picked back up by another one.
CW, I think.
Yeah, I think it was like WB before it became CW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I want to talk about later.
We'll get to that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So it might sound heartless, but they should have just like killed her because
But if they did kill her, then like the end of the world would have happened, and then we wouldn't get Angel.
well, no, no, Angel happened like at season 3.
I know. I'm just being, because like if it was the end of the world, then Angel would have ended.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. No, 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 no. To end the ritual, you had to sacrifice you had to sacrifice the entire key into the portal. The only two people who could pull this off was Dawn and Buffy. Dawn because she's the key, and Buffy because
She had the blood.
Yeah, because she had the blood. So she could have easily just killed off Dawn. And Dawn's not even her real sister. I mean, granted, the monks create like memories of her and kind of like insert them in there.
Well, it's all very fucking confusing. But if they, I think the reason why they did as they did was just because it was a great moment for Buffy, and like the series was supposed to end.
Yeah.
So it was kind of bad timing, I think.
Yeah, I bet Joss Whedon was like, "Oh crap, they renewed Buffy. Buffy got picked up for another season. Oh fuck." I'm pretty sure that's what was going through his mind because I'm pretty sure because like you said that was supposed to be the end. That was supposed to be like the final season.
Yeah.
Of Buffy.
But it was just very bad timing.
Yeah, because of all the shows that they could have like picked up, they had to pick that one up at that time.
Well, yeah, but because they picked up Buffy, we got like a lot more seasons, and we got a lot more epicness, and we got a lot more story.
Yeah, but they should have killed off Dawn still.
Yeah, I understand, but
she had like no specific point.
Yeah, but no, Dawn is just really a nitpick. Because the rest of the show is great.
The rest of the show is great.
It's just Dawn is that one little nitpick that is like, it's like just so mundane. It shouldn't really matter. That's all I'm saying.
I don't see it as mundane.
Also, me personally, I think Dawn was great character development for Buffy. Because it was like her only sister, and Buffy was the only child.
Yeah.
So it was great development for Buffy.
I guess.
And especially since, spoiler alert. Yeah, you heard me. Spoiler alert for people. Buffy's mom dies, and Buffy and Dawn were left alone.
Yeah.
And Buffy was hard to keep the family afloat and to keep her and Dawn together. I mean, if Buffy was if Dawn did die and Buffy was alone, and then her mom died, then all we would have seen was Buffy move in with like either like Xander or Willow or Giles, and like there wouldn't have really been any good character development.
Okay, I guess.
And Buffy wouldn't have had to like work hard to, keep Dawn, whatchamacallit, like keep the family together, sort of.
Okay, that's your point.
So Dawn may have been, in fact, a useless character,
that way.
but she was good for other characters.
Okay, I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah. Also, I like Dawn because of the actors. I like Michelle Trachtenberg.
Michelle Trachtenberg is talented, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I love Michelle Trachtenberg because she's been in a lot of stuff that I've watched, and she especially now she's like so hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Michelle Trachtenberg, she for me it's her eyes. I just love her eyes because she's like she has that nice a very gentle soul.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I just don't like Dawn. I
Oh,
mean,
hey Satan! Oh shit! No, no Satan! No!
don't. Fuck.
Oh, sorry guys. Satan dragged me back down to hell to deal with his package or something. It was a huge mess. Oh, also Brent, he needs you to go back down, I guess, to pluck Hitler's pubes again. I don't know. He said something about this time using like very small tweezers.
Fuck me. As a
Again,
very
sorry guys. That was just horrible timing.
yeah. Anyway, wrapped up that thing about Dawn. Then you fucking disappeared, and
Well, I technically did wrap up Dawn because it's just she may not be a useful character, but she is important to character development.
yeah, I get that.
I'm pretty sure I've made this retort before. You probably forgot because of your hatred for Dawn.
My blinding hatred, yes.
So you probably forgot that. I think I'm pretty sure I've argued about this before.
You might have, but
Yeah, it seems like you bitch it to me about not listening. You don't even fucking listen to me.
okay, fair point.
I'm such a good master debater. I mean, debater.
Oh shit, I'm dying. Move over,
You
Satan.
can't
I'm
die
coming
yet.
home.
Satan needs you to. You can't die yet. Satan needs you to tweezer Hitler's ball sack.
I'm taking the expressway. Instead of like,
Yeah,
instead of making a
instead of the
blood,
whole fire and flames thing.
instead of making like a blood sacrifice and like sacrifice a couple goats, and this is much quicker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I can make you die.
Yeah, it'll be like the only good thing that you've done correctly. Okay.
But I am I'm a good debater because not like against like politics or whatever, just about really mundane shit.
Yeah.
Like really nerdy shit. I watched like King of the Nerds. I watched the entire season one, and did you know that Joven was on that?
Who?
Joven from Smosh Games. He was on King of the Nerds.
I did not know.
Yeah, I watched the entire season one, and they had this one like debate fight of certain things, of like certain topics, and Silent Bob, Kevin Smith was there as one of the judges.
Oh, oh man, I really need to see that then.
Yeah, he looked amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, King of Nerds, it was one of my favorite shows on TBS. And there was season two, but I forgot to start recording it,
Yeah.
and I didn't get to watch it.
Oh, poor
But
Fatty.
but you know what pissed me off about the season one of King of the Nerds was the person who became King of the Nerds. Technically Queen. I don't really want to spoil much. In case people haven't seen it, especially you too.
Yeah.
But this one person won without having to do shit.
Huh.
Like she did shit. But it wasn't. There wasn't any like real challenge, you know.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
just pissed me off.
Alrighty, good. You got your grievances out of the way?
I guess.
Alrighty, back to the main reason, well, not back to, but I want to go over the main reason why I wanted to do this podcast tonight. Um, to, as of today, I have graduated, welding school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't need to go to welding school anymore?
Nope, I'm gonna be looking for a job.
Awesome!
Yep.
You get real good dick sucking tonight.
Yeah,
but I have to warn you, it's gonna be late at night. It's gonna be your sleep, and
is it gonna feel good? Maybe.
Maybe. Depends on my mood.
Okay.
But that's awesome to hear, bro.
So the main reason
So now
why
you can focus all your attention on me.
Anyway, the main reason why I wanted to do this podcast is because towards the end of it, towards like the last 20, 15 minutes, is I kind of wanted to share my appreciation for the teachers that helped me found my calling, you know?
Yeah, because
So
welding is your thing.
yeah, there's three in particular. Actually two in particular. I want to really give a shout out to. Mr. Glenn, my Louisiana teacher. He taught me the basics, like how to cut, how to strike an arc, how to
how to properly cut the balls. Because let's be honest, you need some work in that area.
I'm gonna drown you. I'm gonna drown you like a sack of dumb kittens.
Oh, getting dark.
Anyway, he taught me all the basics, and another person I want to give a shout out to is my mentor Con. He saw my potential and he pushed me to my limits, and he knew if I did half-ass welds, and he knew I could do better, and he just kept on pushing me and pushing me, and
he was like my version of you.
Kinda. Yeah, I mean, he kept on. I mean, every time I brought him a pipe that was bad, he's like, grind out and come get me. We're gonna run it past. And sometimes when I came back to him, he's like, grind out, do it again, grind out, do it again, grind out, do it again. See that he kind of drove me to be better and wanting to make my welds look good and make them look professional, you know. And I don't. There's not a lot of teachers that I've met in the past year and a half that have done that like Khan has.
Now there's not a whole lot of good teachers out there anymore. I mean, there are a few, but there's very few.
And it sucks that he's not gonna be teaching anymore. But they he's only working half part time, and he's got two little girls, you know. So
yeah.
he's got and a wife, and he's got to support them. So I completely understand, and especially he's been welding for 17 years, you know. I mean, he's fucking good.
You probably, if need be, you'll probably find a good welding job.
Yeah. So probably, I'm not sure when I'm gonna be looking for one. I'm probably gonna start tomorrow. Start looking around. I talked to a bunch of people the past week or so.
Yeah.
And got some really good recommendations. I'm gonna look up where some of these places are, so that way I'm not so that way I don't have my dad driving me out to bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah, the place where a lot of rednecks hang out that are like in like stripper lingerie clothes, and bats and guns, and knives,
And they
and
make
possibly get raped.
yeah,
Deliverance style.
they'll rape your butthole and make you squeal like a
I think
pig.
this is like third or fourth podcast I brought up the list.
Yeah, I like half the episodes you brought up Deliverance.
We talking about like butt rape, like a lot of things that just
How
kind
can
of
you
remind
not
me of.
think of butt rape without bringing up Deliverance? It's just impossible.
Exactly. Deliverance is like the thing that pops in my head the most when talking about like butt rape or whatever.
Anyway, to wrap this up, I really I really appreciate like all the teachers that helped me, especially those two. But the other ones, it's not like I'm saying, oh, just these two guys helped me. The others were shit. No, the other guys were pretty helped me a little bit, but not to the extent as Con and Glenn did.
They were like, I'm not gonna reference.
Do not ruin this.
I know.
I already want to kill you. I already want to kill you for that little stunt you pulled earlier.
It wasn't my fault.
You're not that nice, mister. You're about to get a spanking that you'll never forget. Then I'll make you go to your room without supper.
I'm gonna give you a spanking because you've been a bad boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm referencing. Anyway, okay. Alright, I think on that note, I think we should end this.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Like it. If you like this podcast, comment your opinions and questions, or if you just want to chat with us, and tweet us on Twitter, the twit of the twits,
Yeah.
and share this video too if you think people will like it. And please subscribe. We love you guys, and peace from the Fat Man.
Chitty potatoes. We'll be back with another Fat Irish podcast. Bye bye.